The Reaper Binder in Shallow Flood is a chilling and evocative scene, isn't it? Imagine a scythe-wielding figure, a harbinger of death and the ultimate end, standing amidst the seemingly placid, yet potentially treacherous, water. The shallow flood itself adds a profound and unsettling element to the visual. The water, reflecting the often obscured and ominous surroundings, presents a distorted mirror to the world. Perhaps it captures a murky sky heavy with the promise of a coming storm, or a decaying, desolate landscape, ravaged by time and circumstance. The reflections, wavering and uncertain, only amplify the pervasive sense of desolation and impending doom. The Reaper, usually associated with a dark, gothic aesthetic, and the stark contrast of light and shadow, is now immersed in a watery environment, the very ground beneath their feet rendered unstable and unpredictable. This seemingly innocuous flood becomes a symbol of deeper, more profound realities. The shallow flood could represent several interwoven ideas, adding layers of meaning to the scene. It could be a literal flood, a direct consequence of some catastrophic disaster, a natural event that has reshaped the world. It might also symbolize the rising tide of death itself, the Reaper's inevitable and all-encompassing domain, an unending flood of souls. The water could further signify the delicate, often blurred, transition between life and death, a liminal space, a gateway where souls are ferried across the final divide, where the boundaries between worlds become thin and permeable. This potent blend of the Reaper, a timeless symbol of finality and the inescapable end, and the unpredictable, often destructive, nature of a flood, creates a visually and emotionally powerful contrast, drawing the viewer deeper into the narrative. The interplay between the darkness of the Reaper and the reflective surface of the water adds another dimension. The ripples and refractions create a sense of movement and instability, mirroring the fleeting nature of life itself. The artist, in crafting this scene, could be utilizing these elements to explore complex and universal themes of mortality, decay, the cyclical nature of existence, and the relentless, unyielding march of time. The Reaper, typically portrayed as a solitary and imposing figure, becomes even more isolated in the shallow flood, further emphasizing the inherent loneliness and finality of death, a journey taken alone. The water, in this context, serves as a poignant and ever-present reminder of the fragility of life, vulnerable to the capricious whims of both natural and supernatural forces, always susceptible to unexpected shifts and overwhelming events. The scene, as a whole, becomes a perfect and potent example of how artists use visual symbolism to convey profound and complex ideas about the human condition, the transient nature of our existence, and the inevitability of the end. The combination of the Reaper, the embodiment of death, and the shallow flood, a symbol of the Earth's power and the unpredictable nature of the world, is almost certain to evoke a spectrum of feelings within the viewer: fear, awe, and quiet contemplation, prompting each individual to reflect on their own mortality, their own place in the world, and the profound, yet often fleeting, nature of their own existence. The setting also creates an intriguing and compelling dichotomy. The Reaper, traditionally and consistently associated with dry land and a sense of solid ground, is now immersed in water, a symbolic shift that alters and enhances the underlying symbolism. Water, throughout history, is frequently associated with emotions, the depths of the subconscious, and the often mysterious unknown, enhancing the scene's inherent and compelling sense of mystery and the unknown. The shallow flood, therefore, presents a unique, thought-provoking twist on the classic and iconic image of the Reaper,